For martial arts, that spark was Bruce Lee. Before his fame, before his legend, there was a young man filled with unshakable determination, burning passion, and an unstoppable will to prove that the human spirit knows no limits. This is not just the story of Bruce Lee the martial artist, it's the story of Bruce Lee's dragon rage, the defining moment when his fighting spirit erupted and set the entire world ablaze. It wasn't fame or fortune that drove Bruce, it was a deeper calling. A calling to break barriers, physical, mental, and cultural. He wasn't content with being good, he wanted to change what greatness meant. His journey from a street fighting youth in Hong Kong to the world's most iconic martial artist is a tale of discipline, rebellion, and self-discovery. But behind all that mastery was something raw, something powerful, a rage born not out of anger but of unbreakable purpose. The early storm, a boy with fire in his eyes. Bruce Lee was born in San Francisco in 1940 during the year of the dragon, a fitting symbol for the man he would become. When his family returned to Hong Kong, the city was under the shadow of post-war tension. Bruce grew up surrounded by violence, colonial divides, and constant confrontation. He wasn't just another kid, he was a storm waiting to happen. As a teenager, Bruce was already fighting in the streets, defending himself against bullies and local gangs. He wasn't the biggest, but he was the fastest and the smartest. Every punch he threw wasn't just an act of self-defense, it was a message. I will not be defeated. Even then, his body language, his intensity, his focus all carried the spirit of a dragon preparing to rise. But his fighting spirit wasn't about chaos, it was about balance. Bruce wanted to master his body and mind. When he met Ip Man, the legendary Wing Chun master, it was as if destiny had found its guide. Under Ip Man's training, Bruce's wild energy began to transform into refined power. The dragon inside him was learning to control its flame. The awakening when rage turned into purpose. For Bruce, martial arts was never just about fighting. It was about self-expression, freedom, and truth. Yet the more he trained, the more he realized how limited traditional styles could be. They were full of rules, patterns, and rituals, and Bruce hated anything that restricted human potential. He began to see that true mastery wasn't about memorizing forms, it was about adapting, flowing, and responding with absolute awareness. This realization marked the birth of something revolutionary: Jeet Kune Do, his own martial philosophy. But before the world accepted it, Bruce had to fight against the very systems that resisted change. Many traditional masters mocked him. Others called him disrespectful. But Bruce stood tall. He said, absorb what is useful, discard what is not, add what is uniquely your own. That was his war cry, not of anger but of intellectual rebellion. His dragon rage wasn't blind fury, it was creative defiance. It was the